Hello, everybody. I am very excited to come on and talk to you about one of my past clients inside of the academy and how she has been able to not only heal her relationship with food, but be able to lose weight. This is everybody's biggest, question, right? Everybody wants to know, am I going to lose weight when I heal my relationship with food? Is weight loss part of the process, right? I know that I have to stop my binge eating, but I also want to lose some weight. I don't feel comfortable in my own skin. Could I have both? How does this process work? And I was on a walk this morning and I made a post inside of my Facebook group and I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate how confident you currently feel in your own skin. So 1 is not confident and 10 is I feel really confident. And I saw one of my older clients that graduated my 4-month academy program and she commented, and I want to read the comment that she said. She said, now that I went through your course and I've lost 64 pounds, still eating the foods that used to trigger me, I am feeling about an 8 out of 10. And I want to share how she's been able to not only heal her relationship with food, make peace with all the trigger foods, but be able to lose weight. Number 1, keep it off. Number 2, and number 3, feel confident in her own skin. So this client came to me, and when she first joined me in the academy, she wanted to heal her relationship with food. Of course, right? She came to me, she was binge eating, she was overeating, and she wanted to feel better in her own skin, right? But it was more specifically the self-sabotaging behaviors, just constantly thinking about food, and just eating when she wasn't hungry. And she wanted to lose weight. That was still one of her goals. She definitely wanted to release some weight because she just wasn't feeling the best in her own skin. But when she came and she joined the program, she had this very high level of awareness that if she wants to be able to lose weight, which is one of her goals, she knew that she needed to do things properly in the right order. So when she came in, although she had goals of wanting to lose weight, she understood, I need to prioritize healing my relationship with food. I need to prioritize getting rid of the urge to binge. I need to prioritize ditching the diet mentality. I need to actually expose myself to these trigger foods and make peace with them so that eventually I can get to a point where not only I lose the weight, but I keep it off and there's no more self-sabotaging behaviors with food. The thing is, this is really the difference between somebody who conquers binge eating and is able to go off and lose some weight and somebody who is stuck in this mindset of, I have to lose weight, I have to lose weight, I just want to lose weight. And if you only focus on the weight loss and you don't prioritize healing your relationship with food, it's really difficult because the reality is when you're trying to focus on weight loss and you're in a calorie restricted state, your binge urges are actually going to intensify. When you're eating less calories and you're dieting, that's going to increase your binge urges. But when you're recovering from binge eating, I teach you how to rewire your brain so you no longer feel those binge urges. So when you're dieting, you're increasing your binge urges and the intensity of your binge urges increase. And then when you're recovering from binge eating, you are getting rid of those binge urges. So do you guys see how it's really hard to focus on weight loss while you're healing your relationship with food? It's really hard to prioritize weight loss when you are recovering from binge eating. One of them is increasing your binge urges, and one of them we're getting rid of those binge urges. So that client that came to me, yes, she had weight loss goals, but I'm telling you, she was so incredible. She showed up to every single coaching call. And this is another thing that I want to talk about as well. Showing up for yourself in programs, right? This client has 2 kids, both in cheerleading. She was on the road half the time. She was taking coaching calls in the car, and she showed up. She showed up. Even if she didn't have questions, she would listen to the other clients in the program. She would ask her questions. She participated fully. She watched the module. She did the work. She wasn't looking for a quick fix, even though she had weight loss goals. She was in this and she's like, I'm going to dedicate 4 months to healing my relationship with food. I'm going to trust the process. And she did a little bit of work, actually quite a bit of work on herself prior. Like, she's just somebody who really cares about personal development. And, she's actually had a therapist before, and she was still working, I think, with a counselor when she worked with me. But she worked with me to really tackle the binge eating, and to, she was still working with her counselor to just like work on like some anxiety stuff. But this is really important, how she even showed up in the program. She prioritized healing her relationship with food. She prioritized showing up to the coaching calls. She prioritized herself in this program, right? Me when it's uncomfortable. I binge eat so bad at night. I listen to you every post, and I know what I'm doing me a disservice. I had the sleeve last August. Yeah, you can message me. I actually have a program, Break the Late Night Binge, how to stop binge eating at night. So we can chat more about that if you feel called to. But I was just so excited to see this message because weight loss is possible. No, my programs are not weight loss specific. I am a binge eating coach. I help you heal your relationship with food. I help you rewire your brain so you no longer feel the urge to binge. That is my specialty. However, weight loss can come. If you think about it, if you're no longer binging, you're no longer consuming thousands of calories, you're no longer self-sabotaging, you're no longer grazing for more food after you've just eaten dinner or you've just had lunch or binging at night, like none of that is happening anymore. Like, you can lose the weight, but most people do things backwards. I have to lose weight. I have to lose weight. I have to lose weight. But if you don't actually fix the root cause and you don't actually fix the thing that's actually potentially causing you to, put on the weight, it's going to be constantly this self-sabotaging cycle, right? Weight loss can happen. No, I'm not a weight loss coach. I'm a binge eating coach. But if you do things properly, in the right order, sustainably, and you focus on healing your relationship with food first, not only can you lose weight, yes, you can keep it off, yes, you can feel confident in your own skin, yes, and break free from binge eating. You literally get to have it all. I don't do quick fixes. Like, if you're looking for a quick fix, I am not the coach for you. Like, please do not enter my coaching world, because if you're like, I don't see weight loss results tomorrow, like, this is not a weight loss program. However, why did my client lose? She said, I've lost 64 pounds and still eating the foods that used to trigger me. Why is this possible? She reprogrammed her brain. So what I teach in my academy is how to rewire your brain so you no longer feel the urge to binge. You guys know that urge, the uncomfortable, itchy mosquito bite, that urge that drives you to eat. If you no longer feel that urge, you would not binge. You would not binge. So because she no longer has the urge to binge, and I've really helped her make peace with the trigger foods that she used to have, now she's able to eat them and still lose weight because those trigger foods are no longer triggering. This is another thing. A lot of people think trigger foods means I got to keep them out of the house. Lorna, every time I bring trigger foods in the house, I always binge on it. Like, I can't keep them in the house. But if that is your mentality, then you're never going to make peace with those foods. The whole point of triggers is to heal the trigger so that it's no longer triggering for you. AKA, make peace with those trigger foods so that you can keep them in the house without binging. You can go to a social event and have all of your trigger foods there and have zero desire to binge. That is it. This is the solution, you guys. This is literally it. But you have to be willing to trust the process. You have to be willing to show up for yourself, and you have to be willing to put the focus on healing your relationship with food. This doesn't mean you can't have weight loss goals. You absolutely can. But when you do things in the right order, you get to have the best of both worlds, right? Like, I'm sure you've dieted for many, many years of your life. and you know how to lose weight. It's not rocket science at this point. Like, you're probably a master at losing weight. You've probably done many diets before and have lost weight. But why did the weight come back on? Because you didn't actually get to the root of the problem. You didn't fix your relationship with food. You didn't heal your binge eating. So you lost the weight, but then it came back on because the self-sabotaging behaviors are still there. You didn't fix what's going on in your mind. So when I say we do things in the right order, what I mean by that is, like, you have to bake your cake in the right order, so to speak. Heal your relationship with food, get rid of any self-sabotaging behaviors, reprogram your brain, get rid of that urge to binge, heal body image, and then when you lose the weight, you can actually keep it off because there is zero self-sabotaging behaviors happening anymore. There's no more nighttime eating. There's no more, overeating at your meals. There's no more grazing for more food when you know you're not hungry. This is what it's all about. And I was so grateful to see this message from this client because the work that I do goes beyond the 4 months that we work together. She worked with me for 4 months inside of my Ditch Decade Diets Academy, my group coaching program. And then she was like, I want to keep working with you. Like, she just really liked the group atmosphere. So she did another 4 months with me. And now she's, going on and she's being able to lose weight and working on other goals. And that's truly what's possible. Even when you look at me, like, I have body goals, I have health goals, absolutely. But the reason why, like, I'm able to still have like health and fitness goals is because I've done the work to heal my relationship with food. I've had clients that have gone on and, have lost weight and had working through their fitness goals and working through specific things that they want to work on, like physique wise, but they can do that now because they've actually done the work to heal their relationship with food first and foremost. What's your thoughts on marijuana? So I do not smoke marijuana. But regardless, you have to really ask yourself, like, when I think about that, it's like, it's a form of like escapism. Like, it is a coping mechanism, right? Like, obviously, like, again, I'm not an expert on this and I'm not even going to try to be, but when you're smoking, it's like, what are you trying to get? Like, what are you actually wanting, right? It's probably comfort. It's probably relief. It's probably to just kind of like escape from the world a little bit. That's why people binge. Like, for me, when I binged, it was like, I'm going to shut off the world for a moment so that I can just like numb out because I didn't want to feel. I didn't want to feel the stress. I didn't want to think about tomorrow's, anxiety or this tough conversation that I had to have. So I'm like, let me just escape from the world for a minute and do that. So whether it's smoking, whether it's binging, whether it's drugs, whether it's sex, whether it's alcohol or whatever it is, it all comes down to the same thing. It all comes down to the root of like, what are you actually wanting? Right? Yeah, it makes me hungry. Yeah, that is very common. So I just wanted to share this, you guys, because I love not only when my current clients are doing really well, but hearing a client that it's been like over a year and a half now, like no binge urges still, and she's lost 64 pounds and, feeling super confident in her own skin. Like, I just really want to share this to show you what is possible for you when you get the proper support and you do things in the right order. This can be you as well too. You could literally have it all. You don't have to compromise. You can have your weight loss. You can have a healthy, balanced relationship with food as long as you do things in the right order. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and give you so much hope to keep going, to trust the process, even if it feels scary, even if it feels like, I've tried so many different things. Like, this client came to me and actually she was so skeptical. She's like, I've tried so many different things. Like, how is this different? And look at where she's at. She would have not lost 64 pounds and stopped her binge eating if she didn't take that leap of faith, if she didn't say one more time. So this is your sign to give yourself another chance, to not give up on yourself and to actually go all in and heal your relationship with food. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys just feel the hope that this can, happen for you as well too. So thank you so much for being here and listening. Have an incredible rest of your day, you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye.